Story 1. That weird hyperbro period of multiple polo shirts with popped collars and an upside-down backwards visor. Story 2. If you had asked me this a year ago, I would have said the noodle head male hairstyle. But now they are running around looking like Lord Farquaad instead, so that one. Story 3. I miss the days during the pandemic when everyone collectively stopped caring about fashion for a while. Story 4. Transparent shoes, see-through shoes, clear knee jeans. I don't really need windows on my jeans and also a transparent display on my feet. Story 5. There are 3/4 of the century left. It is a bit optimistic to assume we have already seen the worst it has to offer. Story 6. The thick, heavy foundation base. Even people with nice skin feel the need to wear full coverage foundation, contour their nose, cheeks, chin, and forehead, then add blush, highlighter, powder, primer, and setting spray. That is a lot of money and time going into covering up your skin. Story 7. Super long fake fingernails that are embellished and sharpened to a pointed end. Way too much time, energy, and money is spent on something that is simply awful and impractical. Story 8. Denim shorts over leggings, paired with a bright neon tank top, a black thin bolero, and 5 huge necklaces on top. The Disney hat, Converse shoes, and large hoop earrings complete the look. Oh, and don't forget the colored scarf with a sparkle of glitter in it. Yes, this was a whole outfit combination. Story 9. Baggy pants and underwear showing. Although it is funny watching a man trying to run with those pants on. Story 10. Low-rise jeans with 1-inch zippers. There was no option but for your rear to hang out. We called it hanging thong. It was wildly uncomfortable. I'm not kidding. I have memories of like 4 entire inches of my rear catching a breeze. That's 100% why those awful tunic shirts became a trend and why we layered 4 camisoles on top of one another. Second place goes to jelly sandals and ballet flats for smelling like a high school boy's locker room had a public park bathroom inside them. Story 11. The longevity of the fashion trend of having your pants sag halfway down your backside is something I just can't comprehend. This lasted for years and shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. Pull up your pants. Nobody wants to see your backside or underwear. Story 12. I know it is technically a beauty trend, but bleached eyebrows, I just really want an excuse to talk about how much I hated the bleached brows trend. Story 13. Whatever the heck the post-COVID trend is called. Giving up on life. I guess? Say what you want about the white rapper, emo, and bro eras, at least people tried. Also, I absolutely wear a Fat Farm hockey jersey from 25 years ago when I play pickup hockey because I totally wore something that oversized to school. Now, the style of the time seems to be, I haven't washed these ill-fitting pants in months and dumped spaghetti on them last week. But whatever, throw on some flip-flops and I'm good to go. Story 14. The bedazzled jeans with excessive stitching and adornments. True Religion was one of the more popular brands. The kind of pants you would wear with an affliction shirt. I do not know what they are called, but I hope they stay gone. Story 15. Crop tops. I cannot find a regular size shirt anywhere. No one wants me at school or work wearing a crop top. Story 16. Man buns on men who have hair just long enough to be in a ponytail look unattractive. Not everyone can pull it off. Story 17. Extreme shoulder pads have been polarizing, with some loving the boldness and others finding them impractical. Story 18. Overuse of fake eyelashes. A whole generation of you all is about to look back and cringe. I will take it one step further and say all the artificial things we put on our faces now. Fake hairlines, beards, body modifications, eyelashes, brows, contours, it's all artificial, artificial, artificial. Story 19. When I see men wearing suits that are too small for them, I feel viscerally angry. Men painting their nails black, oddly specific, I know, but I dislike dark nails to begin with unless you are goth and a woman. Maybe this is because I associate this with edgy gamer males. I do not know if this is a trend, but sweatpants and pajamas in public are bothersome. I absolutely despise Birkenstocks or anything similar. Those really hideous UGGs, I think only one of their styles is decent. And athleisure wear. Story 20. Tattoos written in Japanese or Chinese that are meant to say an inspirational quote, but end up saying, remember. Always respect the horse of the house. Story 21. If hairstyles count, then I am going to have to go with the man bun, particularly if it is coupled with skinny jeans on someone over 25. Story 22. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is feeling the need to ink up. Also, the female one-sided crop fade or faux hawk. Story 23. Early 2000s color scheme featured terrible colors and terrible combinations of colors. Currently, do not even bother with color. Everything is black, white, gray, or maybe tan if you are feeling wild. Bad color versus no color are not the only options. Story 24. It feels like trends are cycling faster to me, like I cannot keep up. It is literally and figuratively too fast. Story 25. I forgot what they are actually called, but there are these bloomer shorts that sag. They look like actual diapers and people only wear them with tank tops. It is the only fashion trend I have ever hated. Story 26. The century is not over. I will bet that the worst fashion trends are still ahead of us, as companies will push lower quality and cheaper clothing under the disguise of fashion. Get ready for recycled trash bag t-shirts of 2055. Story 27. Feather brows. I don't want you to part your eyebrows. Personally, I don't like it. I find it strange. I shouldn't see the skin under there. It's meant to be hidden by your eyebrows. Put it away. Story 28. Fairly early in the century, the trend of wearing leggings with nothing over them emerged. They were often described as one-size-fits-all, which for most people meant the fabric was stretched so thin that you could read the recommended washing settings. Story 29. Low-rise jeans. I will not budge on this. I am so thankful high-waisted jeans made a resurgence and I will never look back. Story 30. Ultra-low-rise pants. Going through puberty and developing the wide hips of every woman in my family during the low-rise trend should have been against the Geneva Convention. Story 31. With any hint of warm weather, without fail, women come outdoors with their short shorts and exposed buttocks. I have even seen toddlers with that look. It is inappropriate at every age. Story 32. High-waisted pants. I never understood them as a fashion trend. They are so uncomfortable and flattering on literally nobody. Just let the waistline sit at the waist. Story 33. Zoomers are bringing the mullet back. It went extinct for a reason. I had so much hope for Generation Z, and then they went and did that. Story 34. Tight pants. I hate it. As a man, it has become nearly impossible to find normal ones that are neither tight nor baggy, and long enough so that they come past my ankles. Story 35. That thing where models dressed like they had overdosed or been murdered. Disturbing. Oh, and duck face lips, for goodness sake. Story 36. Nothing is worse than the overall fashion of the 1980s. The neon, the oversized shoulders, the metallic fabrics, the big hair, often worn all together, the makeup that made you look 40 years older, and the bikini bottoms that went so high above your hips that you looked like you had a wedge. Story 37. Ultra low-rise jeans with extra wide bootcut legs so long you walked on the hem and risked exposing yourself with every step. If you were very cool, the hems were worn through, and when it rained, your jeans were wet to the knee. Yes, I have strong opinions on this, how could you tell? Story 38. The baggy suit trend during the early 2000s National Basketball Association drafts. Story 39. See-through dresses on celebrities. It does not matter how beautifully constructed they might be. Exposing the breasts and underwear just looks tacky to me. Story 40. I may be very late on this, but how did double-knee carpenter pants become street fashion? I thought they were mainly associated with blue-collar work only. Did I miss something? Story 41. Noggin hats are basically those oversized sports hats. It was funny to see the first few times, but imagine standing or sitting behind a bunch of people wearing those at a game, concert, or really anywhere. It reminds me of Dark Helmet from Spaceballs. Story 42. Peasant blouses and dresses in multiple paisley patterns. It has been going on for a few years, and there are so many of them. Other styles are scarce. I am so ready for this trend to move on. Story 43. Visibly rolled over jean waistbands look so silly, as if you aren't fully dressed. Urban Outfitters sells jeans that are literally made to be rolled over in the front. Story 44. Dyeing your eyebrows. I do my own thing with fashion and never follow the crowd. But my mom does. A hairstylist convinced her to dye her eyebrows to match her hair, and the dye nearly made her go blind from burning. She can no longer wear contact lenses because of this. Because of that, I say dyeing eyebrows was the worst trend. Let your eyebrows be whatever color God made your natural hair, even if you dye your actual hair, kids. If it is really that bad, they make mascara, and no one really notices eyebrows unless you do something like shave them off or have a unibrow anyway. Story 45. I like how there was one comment in this thread about how we stopped caring about fashion during the pandemic. Yet this is about horrible fashion trends and people stating what they didn't like. So people do care, or there wouldn't be fashion to dislike. Story 46. The one where it was decided that all men's dress shirts have to be slim fit. Out here in the real world, some of us need to be able to actually move our arms every once in a while. Story 47. 2005 ultra-low jeans with belly shirts. Even if you were fit, it wasn't great. And then there were the muffin tops. So many muffin tops. Story 48. Low-rise jeans for women and sagging pants for men. The late 1990s and early 2000s were a challenging time for those with a fuller figure. Story 49. The excessive use of gluing and styling baby hair to the forehead is a concern. While styling baby hair does not always look bad, I have seen some utterly ridiculous styles. Additionally, women are intentionally cutting strands of hair to create baby hair or purchasing fake baby hair pieces. Why? Story 50. Ripped pants. Guys take jeans and tear them up to look stylish. Now these ripped pants take up most of the displays, and I have trouble finding whole pants. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.